Facebook and Instagram help us stay connected to friends all over the country, and a growing number of cancer patients are using social media to share their journeys.
Yeah, but deciding how much to share can be a little bit tricky. The Fox Medical team's Beth Galvin is here now to talk about the pros and the cons of sharing your cancer story.
And Sine and Tom, I think there's this natural tendency to want to share our experience, but Rebecca Howerton was reluctant because she was a young mom and a professional and a private person. But her approach to social media has kind of come full circle. At a time when it seems like everyone has a phone in their hands, cancer patients can face a tricky question. How much should they share on social media? When 35-year-old Rebecca Howerton of Roswell was diagnosed in 2015 at 31 with early-stage breast cancer.
Initially, it's kind of like this fear factor of like, what will people think? I don't really know what to say.
So Howerton broke the news to her young son and immediate family, but didn't post anything on social media until after her surgery, once doctors had given her the all clear.
And I said, hey, this happened to me. It was really difficult. You know, I had the support of my family. The end.
But it wasn't the end. 7 months later, Howerton's cancer was back and spreading.
So that pushed me right over the line into stage 4. And then it had spread to my lungs, pelvic bones, and ribs.
That's when she took a break from social media.
Because I still didn't know what to say.
For some folks, they really like to share their journey.
Dr. Wendy Bear, a psychiatric oncologist at Emory's Winship Cancer Institute, says many of the patients she counsels find support and encouragement online.
But I do hear a lot of patients struggle with social media because the feedback they get once they post something is not always helpful. Sometimes well-meaning people can say, oh, this is what you should do, or this treatment you should get, or my uncle had that and it is terrible.
And Dr. Bear cautions that when you share private health information on social media, you can open yourself up to criticism or feedback you don't want, or no feedback at all.
One of the hardest things that I hear people talk about as they go through their cancer experience is the reaction of people that they expected to care more, to support more, and to be available, and they're busy, or they don't answer, or they don't click a like button or a heart button on your post. You have to be ready for that emotional downside.
Rebecca Howerton eventually came back to social media, searching for others with stage 4 breast cancer.
I found a community of women who were like, hey, we're here, we're with you, we understand, we're going through the same thing, how can we help you?
And today she heads up a private Facebook support group for women with metastatic breast cancer, hoping to show that there's life, a good life, even with advanced breast cancer.
We're normal, we're here, we're living, we're moms, we're working. I don't look sick, I don't act sick, this is just part of my life.
And Howerton was recently told she has no evidence of disease, which she says is really sort of the holy grail for people who have stage 4 cancers. But she knows there's a chance that she will face cancer again in her lifetime. And a couple more things about social media. Dr. Bear says, don't share anything on social media that you don't already consider public knowledge. And she says, know that when you share, people may come back with their own questions about their own risk for cancer. So it may be helpful to come up with a line or a resource ahead of time, Tom and Sine, that you can refer people to, because you're going to get a lot of questions, and you've got to make sure that when you sort of put all that private information out there, you're ready for what is going to come back at you.
Because you can never anticipate what that's going to be.
And it can be such a vulnerable time too. Human instinct tells you to reach out and to find others with common issues.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
you can certainly understand.
Yeah.
Thank you, Beth.